Good evening, all you listeners out there. You better beware because you scared. It's the Halloween episode of It's Broken Podcast. I am your host, Madam PMS. With me, as always, but not always in spirit, is Slob Zombie. All right. That's that jam, dude. It's always been my jam.
I dig it.
Yeah. So as you heard before, this is our It's Broken podcast. I'm your host. I am Magnum PMS. And with me tonight is my co-host. This is Slob Zombie. How we feeling tonight, Slob?
Feel pretty good, man.
It's like you're working on those ribs over there.
I am.
Are those short ribs?
Getting shorter by the minute,
I
pal.
was gonna say they're not long for this world. I like it. So, yeah, this is my buddy Slob Zombie. So you may know Slob Zombie. He's got quite a catalog of achievements. Anything from songs to films to hot dog eating contests to worst guy at Walmart 2007. I think. Was that 07 or 08?
I got the turkey with that one, 07, 08, and 09. Thank you very
Oh
much.
man, that's when Dirty Donnie came in and knocked you off your off the throne. Shouts out to Dirty Donnie.
You're a piece
Anyway,
of shit, Donnie.
yeah, well he's dead, so all right, maybe from the grave he'll come see us one day. I don't know, but yeah, so let's go over a little bit of what you're famous for, man. Let's start. I guess we should start with your music because that's how everybody was introduced to you first
Yeah,
through
that's true.
the miracle of song.
Yeah.
Which just kind of flows from your dreads. And I know a lot of your music has touched me. But
You don't
yeah.
have any proof of that.
Well, there are VHS recordings that I'm holding on to in case I disappear one day. And I have instructions that are going to go to people and they know what to do with them. So you can't touch me. Ding, 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 ding. Don't kill me. All right. So let's start out a little bit here. I'm going to check my notes because there's so much stuff. It's kind of hard to just like keep it in my and guess what? Okay, it's hard. All right, it's hard to remember everything.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You're in a bit of a mood, Magnum.
They call me Magnum PMS for a reason. All right. Ever since I was born, I've had the curse of having PMS, but it's okay because I have my medicine that I take. And don't judge me, because you don't know me, you don't know who I am, you don't know what I've been through.
You know,
A
I've
little
been
bit of
knowing you for a
mine.
while, and I've been meaning to ask, how does that even work? You know, you with PMS.
Well, I'm a guy, so I don't have the necessary equipment to go through the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's just say I'm constantly in the batter's box, waiting to go on the field. Are you happy now? Is that what you wanted? That's what you wanted for me. You got it.
If I was ever happy, I wouldn't treat my body like I do there, Magnum. So I guess we're both miserable together, huh?
I'm really sorry, man. I'm sorry. You didn't deserve that. I just want to. I'm really sorry.
I eat my feelings.
You come out here and you do a lot, and I appreciate it. And
Everything that's locked.
I should not have. I shouldn't have laid into you like that, bud, because you're a big part of my life, and I appreciate everything you've done since you came through this
All right.
door.
Okay, calm down. You're being hysterical.
I know, right?
All right. So
Can you imagine? Oh man, you're freaking hilarious. All right, so this guy, you gotta watch him. And you gotta watch him. Can we get a wet nap for this guy? Not a literal wet nap, because he's taking a nap on my couch.
I'll
and
clean it off.
It is not pretty. All right, so let's start out with some of your songs on this massive catalog. So we've got Thunderham 65, which, I mean, dude, it's an oldie but a goodie. Like, this was like my summer of 2000, or actually 97, I think. I get, it's a bit blurry what with the Midol and the wine, but I'd say it was like 2000. Yeah, it was like 2000 to 97 to around 2000. And I think the people out there that might not remember that, do we have a snip of that we could play for the homies or homegirls? Yeah, I think.
I don't think we do.
Oh, it's
I don't think we
okay.
do Magnum.
Oh, you got grease. It was the grease.
I think I did grease it up.
It was a short rib barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's a different one. That is. Let's see. That's a different one.
My hand slipped.
It's okay. Let's see. Oh, I think that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That really took me back. Oh man. Just don't even say anything, man. Just sit in the moment.
I didn't plan on it because I would plan on having my mouth full.
You did a good job. Anyway, man, it's hard to get out of that once it takes you to the back. So then another jam that people might remember is More Ramen Than Human. And that was like a different album. Another album came out after that. That was your first album.
Yep.
Your second album dropped and just blew everybody's mind with a track that just speaks volumes. It'll, thousands of years from now.
Close to my heart.
Thousands of years from now, the scrolls will be opened and scientists will say, this happened and it's more ramen than human.
Yeah.
And a lot of food-oriented titles. Is that what?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Man, you only need a little bit, you know? You only need a little bit.
That's
It's
good
like,
because I'm only allowed to give a little bit.
it's only like it's like airplane gas or something. You only need a little bit to get down the road, you know?
That's right. Yeah.
But it was a slow burn. And then it's hard to, we could sit here for 2 hours and talk about all your great music and all your achievements.
I know I could.
So then we have, let's just do, all right, so Never Gonna Bathe. That was a departure.
That one is probably one of the few that I still stick by. I still haven't bathed. You know,
No
grapes
pun
turn to
intended.
wine. I don't know what turns into cheese, but I've got that. So I like to basically just all my smells and my stains, they tell a story. And
Ooh.
my memory's shot from the aggressive tapeworms.
Oh.
So, you know, I like to remember, and I use my stains and my smells on my body to do that.
Have you ever, so side question, have you ever been asked to do a duo with Stained? Because I feel like you guys would be a pretty good team, like Stained and Slow Zombie, like it would just be the
Believe it or not, no one will work with me anymore.
really? That just, you know what? That really makes me mad. You know what I'm saying? Because this guy right here, I'm trying really hard not to yell because I don't want to clip and, you know, mess up the recording because there's so much pressure on me every day of my life that I have to do this and I have to fall in line and fall out of line and smile and get in front of the camera. And you know what? Oh, it's just another day, Cliff. Going through the hoop, monkey. Here's a quarter, monkey. Here's a quarter. Here's a coin. Here's a coin.
How much Midol you got left?
I
in that
can't
thing?
pay. I got enough. Don't you worry about me. I got enough. It's a baker's dozen. Don't worry about me, okay? Because guess what?
No, you're your own person. I wouldn't dare to overstep.
Oh, Magnum's gonna jump in line. Magnum PMS. We need you for this. We need you for that. We don't care about you. We don't care about your life. You have enough money to pay your bills. You have enough money to go to Subway, get a sandwich. No, nobody cares. They just want me to do, monkey, do. Well, guess what? I'm about tired of doing. Okay, just give me a second. I forgot one. That's what it is. That's why I'm still. Okay. It's starting to work. Hold on. This is grape juice. At one point, it was grapes. Okay.
Yikes.
Right. I know, right? That's right. That's, can you believe it? Can you believe it? I just. Oh, man. What a day, right? So this guy, I mean, right, he's done a lot more than just music. He's a Dracula of all trades because he sucks at everything he does. Just kidding.
That's low.
Oh, See, that was good. So you're right. You proved me wrong. Congratulations. Anyway, after being proved wrong, it's kind of hard to move forward. So let's just do it. Movies you've done. So yeah, you've got a vast catalog of movies. It's really great. First movie he started off with was Sauce of a Thousand Short Ribs, which was
That really broke me into the world of cinema. It opened a lot of doors for me.
I could see that. Could you tell us a little bit about the experience, or?
I could. But, you know,
Well, don't do us any favors. I mean, I paid for your plane ticket to come out here. Paid for your hotel, you know.
oh, the minibar, by the way. You're going to get a call.
Oh, minibar. Gonna get a call about the minibar. Here we go. Freaking
Yeah.
prima donnas. Oh, my Avion was room temperature. Oh, the waterbed was too wavy.
I don't know anything about any birds, but I did eat all the Spam and the Skittles. Made a couple of overly aggressive moves with house cleaning, and I was told I broke all 3 of their deep fryers in the kitchen. So,
Wow.
but I'm glad to be here.
So I'm gonna get the deposit for that back then, or is that not gonna? That's just
I mean,
charged to the game.
I left a couple deposits,
Oh snap!
but I don't know if you're gonna get them because someone else already did.
I hope. Oh man, I hope not. So yeah, so you kept that one. That movie was it was crazy, and it was a throwback to some other food incorporated films that we've seen. Now you went and you did Lords of Salami,
Mhm.
which was a historical film in a sense.
Yeah, it was. It had to deal with. Sandwich craft in the 1800s.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they did not. They frowned upon that. I mean, there was a lot of speculation as to.
Yeah,
Still to this day,
yeah.
you know, people were
Terrible.
unfairly burned at the stove for that, and burned alive.
Yeah.
Even. That's my dog. Don't eat her. She's not a hot dog.
Well, we'll see.
Oh, Roxy, go play, Roxy. Go play somewhere else. Go play far away from this man.
And you make a mess of it. That's it's kind of my shtick. You horned it in on my action there, Malcolm.
No, it was preventative. It was preventative. You set the tone, and I was like, look, I don't want to look like this guy. I want to be successful like he is because, I mean, God love you. You've done quite a bit with your life. After the Lords of Salami, you kind of went back in. This was a sequel from Sauce of a Thousand Short Ribs, and this is the Deviled Eggs Rejects.
Yep, that's right. Yep. And I've also got a new one coming up called Three from Hellman's.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's actually came out a few weeks ago. It's been getting some good press. You know, it's
Is that
basically-
Panini Press?
That's right. Yeah.
See, I'm sensing a lot of like food-oriented stuff with your genre, and that's one thing I loved about it because, you know,
Well, it might not be what I live for, but it's my only reason to live. So,
interesting. And you know, when you go to see a slob zombie film, that you're gonna get some intense, like, gorging action. Like it's gonna be gorgy.
yeah,
It's gonna be pretty intense, and there's gonna be
you gotta give the kids what they want, you know.
there's gonna be blood sausage. There's gonna be
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, sausage. There's gonna be violence towards food.
Other types of sausage.
Indeed.
Yeah.
A literal sausage fest of sorts.
Uh-huh.
But you're not one to stick with a certain genre.
You know me.
And so, yeah, I guess the last film that's going to be your most recent hasn't hit theaters yet. It's supposed to
No,
be...
no, it has, but I'm glad you saw it. That's good to know I've got a fan. Yeah, it's been doing pretty good. It's gonna be my last film. I can feel the big one coming on, so I'm trying to get my affairs in order, and I don't have a lot of function out of my penis, so it's hard having one affair, let alone 5. But this movie is you know, I tried so hard. I tried, and it's coming.
And I try to remember. I got
Good
so much
grief.
to remember. I gotta remember this. I gotta remember that. Oh, is it Wednesday? Oh, it's 9 o'clock. Oh, did we start at 10? Oh, which one of his films is in movie theaters now? I don't know everything all the time. I don't have an assistant like you do. Okay? I think you ate him anyway.
Are you done?
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Are you?
I'm really sorry. It's just,
All right.
it's been tough. It's been real tough.
That makes two of us.
That's funny, because there's... it's funny because there's two of us, and they gotta like fit in. Oh, dude, this guy's a treat. I'm really glad he's here. So, yeah, that's, I mean, in a nutshell, or in a walnut shell, I mean, this is that, in a peanut shell all over the floor, that's Slob Zombie. I mean, again, we could talk for 4 hours about this guy and still not even break the surface of the spiral ham, you know? We wouldn't even unspiral the ham.
I'm a pig and I hate myself, everybody.
But God love you. So, this is our Halloween episode. Of course, you're tuning into the It's Broken podcast. It's that time of year again. We're kind of doing our thing. As you may know, I'm dressed up. I'm a person. I'm a character. I'm who I am. I've had PMS since I was 1. I'm Magnum PMS. I mean, what more can you say?
What more would I want you to say? And the answer is not much.
Well, if you've seen my show, which you haven't asked anything about, I'm not going to go there because
Oh, God. Well,
my Midol
I'm
is-
sure we won't go there.
my Midol's kicking in, so feeling pretty good. Gonna let that slide.
You mind all?
Yeah.
You mind if I?
Hey, not at all.
I don't have a head weight, but I feel one coming on. So
Not at all. Oh, yeah. I mean, there's plenty to go around. I actually get that from Costco, a place that has coping mechanisms for certain ailments and whatnot.
yeah.
But my detective career, I mean, has led me places. As you can see from my show, there was the episode where the Hope Diamond was stolen, and we had a suspect. And what I do is I use my PMS powers to solve crimes. So in this particular instance, this is like 1 out of 1,000 because the show was on for like some 30-some years, and then I got canned. But I'm not going to get into that now.
Let's not dwell, Magnum. Let's not dwell.
You're right. I'm fighting it. I'm fighting it every day. So how I solved this case was I knew the guy was guilty. He hadn't lawyered up yet. We were in the interrogation room. I had an episode and I just sat in the middle of the floor and I ugly cried until he finally confessed and told us where the location of the diamond was.
Cannot blame him.
Roll in credits. End of the show. That particular show, that was only like season 4 out of like 45. So it was great.
You had a good run.
I did. You know I did.
Good run.
I don't want to think about running.
And for you look great for your age.
Thank you. Plastic surgery. Vitamin injections. Plastic injections. Some
Vitamin surgery.
Vitamin surgery. Dude, I had vitamin E just like lodged. Here you can kind of see a little bit, or can you? Only your barber knows, or your
Not
physician.
much. Not much.
Right. So I'm just a
Going
constant.
blind from high blood sugar.
Indeed, I'm a constant vitamin flow. But yeah. So that's a little bit about, I guess, the both of us. But the reason why we're here is, it's that time of year. It's the time of year where, as you can see behind us, we've got some spooks about, some scares, some ghosts, some goblins, some ghouls, spooky stories. It's that time of year when you kind of think about things. Is that neighbor? Why is he loading stuff into his station wagon at 3 in the morning? Is it bodies? Actually, no, it's just know, the kids are going to be out trick or treating. What are some things you remember about trick or treating, Mark, back in, I don't know, slob that you remember about trick or treating in your
Together,
time?
Magnum.
It's really.
I remember it being a lot better than it is now. Superior. You know, I believe growing up as a little slobling, we'd typically do our trick or treating after dark, and we'd stay out fairly late, and we didn't always need adult supervision. Seems like nowadays you've got about 15 minutes between the hours of 12:15 and 12:30 in the afternoon to get your trick or treating done. And if there's any children out past dark, past their curfew, the Gestapo come and I don't know what they do, jerk each other off.
Sling you up in handcuffs.
Can't take you to jail.
It's true. We sling you up. Yeah, that's an interesting point. Yeah.
The world is too safe. There's not enough hazards, you know.
Right.
Choking Schopenhauer, for instance.
Yeah.
Darwinism is real.
There's a disclaimer on the bottom. There's a disclaimer that says you're not going to have a headache for the next decade, actually. So that's good, right? Those are 0 calories, by the way. It's Diet Midol. Just hit the shelves. But that's an interesting point. I mean, yes, I'm a little bit older than you. I mean, I was born in let's say 61. When my show came out in the late 70s, I was, early 19s.
That was some prime trick-or-treating years.
Indeed. They literally would give out steel in your bag. There would just be a shiny piece of metal.
Yeah.
And it would throw it in the bag, and you say, you know what, thanks.
War bombs.
Because I'm going to build my slide in my backyard out of this. We had concrete playgrounds with rusty metal and steel. Lacerations were a daily. We would lose a kid every day.
Oh, well, lose a kid, find a candy.
There you go. Or my doll. I mean, you keep it together. Yeah, we would just lose a kid. You know how, like, you guys, you youngsters, you get your 5 together and say, oh, Jimmy, Mikey, Stacy, because there was always a chick that was kind of a tomboy, and that's great. She could beat everybody up. Billy and Zach, you'd all hang out and say, okay, we got enough for dodgeball, or we got enough for baseball. Okay, well, we'd gather up our 5, and we come home with 4, and nobody asked any questions. And when you ran out of friends, you know what you did?
Bought more.
You moved.
Ah.
Because houses were like $14.
To the good old days. What are you drinking there?
This is grape soda.
This is corn syrup.
Oh, you know what? That's NyQuil. NyQuil. I mixed them. Again, I keep my grape soda beside my NyQuil in the fridge. And lo and behold, guess what? Mr. Dum Dum. Mr. Dum Dum, can you keep it together? Grab the wrong beverage. Going to have a little bit of grape soda, have a little refreshment, have a nice podcast. Things go as they're planned. But guess what? They're not going to happen. It's not going to happen because you're unmarried. Yeah, you're not married. I mean, you're too old. Nobody's going to love you. You're going to die cold and alone on a slab. A slab. You feel that slab? You can feel it on my back already. It's cold, steel, no shirt because you don't die with a shirt on. They take your shirt off.
Live forever, Magnum.
They take your shirt off when you die.
No. Don't do that. Jesus, don't do that.
There is no Jesus. Not in my life. We got some fighting to do if there is. What you handy?
You just gotta hang in there, son.
Hang in there? You remember? Like the cat on the poster? Remember? Hang in there, guys. Hang in there. Hang in there. Remember? Hang in there. Anyway, so yeah, trick-or-treating was way different then. or just our lifestyles are different.
Yeah.
I think as the decades go on further and further, everything's a changing. Because now, what do you know about? I mean, I know you live like in the suburbs of Hollywood or Hollyweird or somewhere you live in like a. It's like a paper mache chicken leg or something that I imagine you
That's
live in,
actually
like
exactly what it is.
a multi, like 3-level chicken mansion or
Yes,
something.
it's a stucco hindquarter.
Interesting. I would have took you for more of a leg man.
Well, the hindquarters it has.
The leg. You think I would have known that? I've had chicken
But,
before.
I can't deny that I like those thighs.
I've had chicken before, and I feel like chicken tonight. Yeah. So, do you ever like look out of your chicken window, or is it like that sugar glass or whatever that you know your windows are made out of? Or?
You know, it's getting weird out there. I can't really blame. You know, some people get crazier, and some people just get softer, and you know, it's all bad.
It is. It really is. And then there's that one rad house, though. You know, that's still rad to this day, where the person.
We're talking
turns
about the
lights-
full-size candy bar house.
Yes, and then the guy's like hiding in the bushes, and he's ready to go.
And he's kids, come out, into the whole king-size star. Don't mind the black car, come in the driveway, it's fine. Come over my way, I've got gum, Smarties, Reese's Cups, Reese's Pieces. Oh no, no pennies away, no toothbrushes.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that guy, you know, and he's always single. And I feel like there's always like women coming out of his house the next day when you're on the school bus in the morning going to school, like see like some disheveled like lady, like with her purse on and not wearing her shoes, like going to her car and like fumbling for her keys.
Yeah.
What's wrong with her? What happened?
We all got problems, Magum.
Why is she coming out of his house like that though, in the morning? That's early to be at someone's house leaving. You should be going. Have coffee in the morning and breakfast. Talk about books. Have some tea.
I've never drank tea. It pales in comparison to country gravy.
Oh, nice. Well, I tell you what. I guess you haven't lived until you've had a pitcher of country gravy between two friends.
That's right. And you won't live much longer after that.
So let me tell you something about this guy. Last night, we went to Country Kitchen. And a lot of you out there, you might not know what a country kitchen is. Well, it is like a conglomerate of many country kitchens, but it is the same. It is a corporate entity, and they are one and the same, yet there are many. I want to tell you what, they've got the best country fried gravy. They've got the best fried chicken. They've got the nicest people that are working there. The nitrous. They've got the nitrous people that are working there. That's why we go there, because the service is very fast because of the nitrous people, and it's high quality, if you know what I'm saying.
High test nitrous people.
And the servers there are super friendly and down home. You can get sweet. You can get a tall glass of sweet tea, or you can get a pitcher of hot country gravy. And you know what? Nobody looks at you twice if you take it to the face. The gravy.
Amen.
The gravy.
Amen.
The gravy.
Conquering the worm.
Yes. Classic. I mean, I'm like, yo, why just give me a piece of the pie? Like, give me the whole cake.
So,
Let us-
yeah, this being the Halloween episode, you know, we got everything dolled up a little bit here in the studio.
I see that.
Some decorations and such. And something that I didn't notice until recently that I appreciate is, you know, watching good horror movies and thrillers around Halloween. Halloween stuff in general, you know. I've got a few favorites, but what are some movies you normally watch around this special holiday? Oh boy.
some of my favorites would include. I mean, I don't like the old stabby face. You know, everybody gets killed. I get it. You know, there's some people that like that. Like, oh man, she's totally gonna get it. Okay, that's cool. I'm more for like the campy stuff. Evil Dead 2 is like something that I watch every Halloween religiously. Like, no matter what
Love
goes.
some Bruce Campbell.
No doubt. I mean, how can you not, dude? He is the king.
We should also
Hail
probably
to the
say,
king.
you know, rest in peace to Sid Haig. We lost him.
Absolutely. Hey, man. R.I.P. Sid. He was in one of your competitors' movies.
Who's that?
Never
heard of him.
Oh, I guess I can't. Yeah, that's right. If you bring up the other guy, then I'm sorry, I forgot. I forgot.
Illusion is ruined.
Stupid idiot. I forgot. But yeah, Sid Haig passed, and what we're left with is, you know, the future. But if we're looking at the past, yeah, I would definitely say Evil Dead 2, something I dig. The first Night of the Living Dead is really cool. They actually did a lot, you know, with a little, so that was good. Then that one where it's like the 80s one, and it's the early 80s, and it's like Return of the Living Dead, and that gas, the army gas, gets
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's a great one. Just the practical special
That
effects.
was the one with the punk rock kids. Right?
Yes, man, yes, dude.
Oh yeah.
Dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the practical special effects were amazing in that. You know.
And you know what I remember most fondly is that gorgeous punk rock chick stripped completely naked in the scene when that their leader in his leathers is on top of that tomb, and she's naked and clawing all over him, and he's just like, nobody understands me. You know, I thought that's a beautiful, prolific moment that stands on its own outside of the cheesy 80s horror genre, you know.
Indeed. Yeah, I mean that speaks to the film itself. Like, it could be perceived as many things, like, oh man, this is just some of the cheesy crap. But there was a lot that went along with that, and especially the way, I'm not going to spoil the end of it. If you haven't seen it, that's fine. If you have seen it, you know what I'm talking about. So just go see it again. And yeah, I mean, you know, just anything campy. I haven't seen a lot of horror films. I don't know. I don't like a lot of trauma. You know what I'm saying? I'm a realist, man. So when somebody gets stabbed in the gut, like I feel that in my gut. You know what I'm saying? So I like comedies. But
Yeah,
what about
you know,
yourself,
we
man?
talked about that. I'm kind of the same way. I mean, seldom bouts of morbid curiosity aside, I've lived enough of a life now and seen enough trauma and real life gore that
Shouts to trauma, man.
you know, I've got he's a bastard, by the way.
Interest? What? He shit on your couch too?
That's like his
Calling
moniker
card.
now.
That's how, like, his thank you note for letting me stay at your. You're like, thanks for letting me crash on your couch and
Yeah,
feed
trauma
me.
mammal. If you're listening,
Kill yourself.
you're a dead man.
Kill yourself before I do it. You're a dead ham. But no, you were saying, like, what are some of your, you know, your favorite horror films?
Well, I didn't even
Food
realize
or
that.
not oriented? Or,
You know, when it comes to more modern stuff, I tend to like things that are more psychological thrillers than horror. I did go out to see Hostel, the original, when it came out in the theater, and we went to one of those cinema cafes.
I thought I do.
Yeah, and it was a place where you order like entrees, like full meals, you know, and
Right.
there was a scene where somebody got their eye like popped out of their head just as I was biting into fried broccoli cheese tender thing, and what I saw, the yellowy vitriol on the screen looked identical to the taste in my mouth, and
Oh my
put
lord.
me off to it. But you know, more modern stuff. I love 1408 with John Cusack and Samuel L. Jackson. I
Okay.
think that's a great one. The Cell That was a good one to see.
J-Lo.
Tripping balls.
J-Lo.
She was amazing in that. Yeah.
I was surprised. I mean, I guess I'd have Gigli on the brain or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because like when I think of J-Lo in a film, I'm like,
It's
blah.
pronounced Jiggly, but go ahead.
Jiggly. That's, well, there wasn't much jiggling. But yeah, you know, there's just, doesn't hold a lot of weight in the film industry. You know what I'm saying? Not a big J-Lo fan. I did like her when she was on In Living Color as one of the dancers, though. Come on, y'all, check it out. It was the 90s, you know, so they would be like, yeah, 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 yeah. You know, so, I mean, it was indicative of the times.
There are a few other movies that stand out to me. Night of the Comet, we talked about. That's a great 80s movie.
Right.
And, you know, another one that I don't know if you've been able to take a look at it yet, but I just went ahead and watched it again today. It was Nightbreed.
Interesting.
Nightbreed.
Say that again.
Nightbreed.
I did one more.
Nightbreed.
Okay.
Nightbreed. I believe Clive Barker or Bob Barker. I forgot who made it.
I think it was Bob Barker because the
sick
hook,
bastard.
the tagline for the film when it came out was "Come on down and see Nightbreed," and you had to guess when you got to the movies. You had to guess how much the ticket was at the thing, and if you were like within $1, then they would give you a free ticket, and if you got it right, then they would give you a toaster oven.
If you went over, he would brutally rape you.
Oh, that must have been the foreign markets.
Barker's an animal.
That was Boston market. Hey, make sure to have your Barkers spayed or neutered.
So yeah, Nightbreed. That's another one. That's mine.
No, wait, what is it again?
It's,
What movie are you talking about? Are you talking about?
Nightbreed.
Oh, okay. I was confused because we were talking about a film earlier. Conjuring the Worm. Yep, classic. Man, that song never gets old, bro. 1,000 times over. Takes me back to the seat that I was riding in the car.
It's actually about. Sorry, I'm choking on the beef, which is another single that'll be coming out.
Don't spoil it for us.
After New Year's, but that song
Way to
is
dangle.
actually about battling a massive tapeworm in my body.
Oh, well, I guess that would explain a lot of the gratuitous, like, yeah! Man, that means that really explains a lot. But then, like, after the tapeworm was fine, you conquered it, but you still ate the same, so. Conquering the worm! Oh, this one.
So
That was a remix. That was a he mix. That was a bread mix. Shake and bake.
So what about you? What are some? Oh boy.
Some of the things that I love about the Hallows Eve, about the trick-or-treating that we discussed earlier. Nowadays, being a home, I don't want to say owner, but just a home.
Liver.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Speaking of liver and onions later on you, because you owe me for breakfast. So, yeah, so I'm like looking forward to the kids coming up to the door and, you know, trick or treat. And then you just slam the door in their face. Because guess what? I don't have time. First of all, I don't have the money to go to the store and buy candy for a bunch of Rugrats. When your mom is right there. Rugrats. Get out of my house. I don't have time. First of all I have is time, but it's spent at work. It's spent at my job. It's spent with my house, keeping it clean. It's never enough. I got this guy coming in my house, destroying everything. Let me tell you what, he's an absolute effing pig. No, I guess I should have known that when I got into it, but I guess I'm an idiot. Never learned. Hindsight is always 20/20. Except for me. Except for Magnum. Hindsight is 10/500. Flip that around. I got it wrong.
Oh. Easy there. Hot mic, Magnum. Hot mic.
No, I got her.
Hot mics.
I got it wrong. Ugh. This guy. It's like my best friend, man. Best friend.
Who?
Friend Cillian. Slob zombie, bro. You
Oh,
and
me?
You and me, bro. Cillian. Cillian. Best friend Cillian. You ever seen Child's Play, Chucky? Best friends. Friends till the end, Andy. Friends till the end, Andy. Andy Griffith. Give me a beat. Everybody's white in Mayberry. White in Mayberry. Everybody's white in Mayberry. And one dude makes moonshine. Cut it.
Did we talk about what movies that you like at all?
Yeah, we did. You know, we did. But one thing we haven't talked about, what we dislike about the new horror genre, you know?
Oh yeah, you know,
Yeah.
it's not even a new thing, but it's tired to me now. Is I think at some point, probably in the early to mid 2000s, people creating these movies realized that they could really fall back on the lowest common denominator of horror, and it all just became jump scares, and they started engineering the sound to make it very uncomfortable, or use the sound to carry on when you're supposed to
Yes.
be frightened and jump.
It's like-
It's
it's like-
psychological conditioning.
And then
Yeah, the jump scares. Not a fan of the jump scares.
you can't use that as a film, you have that copyrighted, so
Give me
it's still
something
bad.
that keeps me, it's pacing, the ebb and flow throughout the movie, and
Right.
you can ride out those peaks. It's not just like a sudden panic attack. I got a bum ticker. I got a bum ticker thanks to all the gravy.
I was gonna ask how, like, choose me.
Yeah, you over there with the menstruation.
Oh, that's me. How did you get a bump ticker?
I eat.
Thanks, I'll put that in my report. I eat.
Goddamn dead bug in my hair.
I eat, therefore I am. So yeah, no, I hear you. You know, I get it. Because it's like if there was like a sound wave for what it is, it would be like boring, scary, boring, scary, boring, which is like my dating life. Because I'm
You down for
60
another
years
dose of
old.
that Midol?
I didn't get any of my doll. I feel an attack coming on soon. 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 I feel an attack of something on soon. Give me a beat real quick. I feel an attack coming on soon. I feel an attack coming on soon. I feel an attack coming on soon. I'm feeling an attack, it's like a freaking monsoon. I feel an attack coming on soon. I feel an attack coming on soon. I feel an attack coming on soon. It's encasing me like a freaking monsoon. My heart's pounding, I'm sweating, I'm looking around, I'm fretting, taking another breath, knowing there's nothing left. Hoping that I'll pay all my bills. Is that death? Knocking at my door. Oh, there's more. Did I leave the oven on? Did I go to the store? Did I get something? Oh no, it's not nothing. I just need my bills. I need my bills. I I need more money so I can pay my bills. It's better. It's better. It's better.
All right.
I think that helped a lot.
Good.
I think that
Good.
I'm going to tell my psychiatrist that if I just have a guy with a drum machine and a sampler and microphones around me all the time, that when sort of like, you know, people have a service dog that they can take in Walmart and it can keep them calm, or like when they're trying to have an episode, they can,
I can be your service slob.
it can be my service slob, DJ Service Slob. DJ Service Slob.
Conquering the world.
You haven't conquered that worm yet, dude? Jesus, you're
Working on it.
You're always currently conquering. But yes, there's a lot of jump scares. And you know, like, if you have any sense of timing, you can kind of hone in on when it's coming, you know? And there's a lot of creaking door slams, and then jump scares. And then there's the fake jump scare, which is like a combo into the actual jump scare. Where it's like, oh, you're just my daughter. Oh, it's the actual, you know, demon witch or demon nun, or there's a demon. And then there's a lot of
fucking gins. It's always a gin.
yes. And there seems to be a trend of like,
It's possessed doll. It's possessed ball.
it's a possessed wall.
Paul.
Remember
It's
the
a
wall?
possessed Paul Wall.
Yes, man,
that was-
it was a dope beat.
Paul Wall, baby. I'm something like a goblin or something.
And there was a grill, like the grill was possessed. Like,
Yeah.
so you know that's a good point. It's a possessed this, and then there's been this trend where it was like in the 70s there was this wife and husband couple that were paranormal scientists supposedly, and they've been numerously like proven wrong and proven to be frauds, but still their exploits are turned into film. So you see a lot of like the man, I guess you are kind of. Are you cramping up over there, bud? Because that'll knock that headache out too. And I think it's good for the diabetes.
Just loosening up.
Diabetes.
Jerome
It's not easy being greasy.
Well, you make it look cheesy.
Thank you, Mag.
Anytime. Cue the theme song. For my TV show, but it's copyright. My lawyers have been giving me a really hard time about trying to get my show. I came up with the song, but I can't even play it on my other show because guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? I might actually make more money, but they can't give me the money. Just like,
You look beautiful. You look rested. Well, you know, we're almost at the end of the show here.
okay. Thank God,
About
because
50 minutes or so.
we're at 50. Okay, it's felt like 250.
Yeah. So I know what
I gotta get back to Hawaii.
Why don't we hop over here at my slop station
I like where this is going.
and we hammer it out. For,
Okay, because I'm about to freak out, and I think you're my service DJ. All right. I know, right?
Good Lord. Let's do this.
All right. If we don't get a chance to say goodnight, we love you. Thanks for watching. Just gonna squeeze on in. Gotta find my digicals. My stomach hurts.